Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am just checking in, doing a follow-up, what's been going on. Let's see, so the last time that I checked in, I was going through some issues with my doctors. I did see my neurosurgeon. I had my 3-month follow-up MRI, and we just went over the results, and everything looked pretty good. There's no changes going on there, so the lesions haven't grown. So the one lesion that I have, which is it's called a cavernoma, which is right up here, it's basically like a leaking blood vessel. That one hasn't changed, it hasn't grown in size, which is a good thing. So I will not require brain surgery on that. Also, the other lesion that I have, which is in the back of the brain right here, which is in the pons, that one hasn't grown either, so that is a good thing. That is also the unknown lesion that they do not know what it is. So still going through a bunch of testing. Hopefully we can find out what that lesion is. Unfortunately, my insurance is still denying some testing, so I don't want this thing in my head not knowing what it is. That kind of scares me. It's, we don't know if it's a tumor. We just know that it is a lesion, and it is, I think I mentioned before, it's too dangerous to biopsy because of the spot that it's in. It's connected from the spinal canal, and the where it connects to, from the spinal canal to the cervical spine. It's like right in the middle there. So it's way too dangerous to biopsy because it could cause a stroke. It could cause sorry, this is another thing that I've been going through, is a lot of mental where I just can't like get my speech in order. Paralysis, geez. There's just a lot of things that could happen with the biopsy, so I'd rather just leave it be, not biopsy it, because I would rather not have all those issues that doing the biopsy could create.
So I saw the MRI looks unchanged. So you
Okay.
have a little bit, the little spot, the cavernoma, that's kind of towards the back, kind of in the middle. That hasn't really changed much, and the little lesion in the pons, the brainstem I told you about, that's really unchanged too.
Okay,
it
that's
hasn't really
good.
grown. Yeah, so everything is pretty stable.
Okay.
Now cavernomas, we talked about, if it does cause symptoms, and seizures can be one of those symptoms, then it can be resected, where we may need to take it out. Because of its location and how big it is, or I'll say how small it is actually, I think, sub-centimeter. It's pretty small. I don't think surgery is going to be a great option at this point.
Okay.
Typically, it doesn't happen always, but typically cavernomas, for them to become symptomatic and cause symptoms, generally are bigger. And for something like less than 1 centimeter, we're talking about, even if we use navigation to try to get to it, the error is actually not much smaller than that. It's going to be at least 2 to 5 millimeters. So that's already like half of the lesion. So there's a possibility we can go in, we may completely miss it, even if everything is registered correctly. So I don't think the risk of that is I don't think the benefits outweigh the risks in this case. Okay,
right.
so I would just encourage you to continue working with a neurologist to control your seizures. I would expect to leave the pontine lesion alone. Like I said, it's super important, super delicate area, and really it's going to be more dangerous than beneficial for us to kind of target anything in that. And then eventually, if it does get bigger, I mean, that's going to most likely lead to you to have more symptoms. But if it does get bigger and it kind of comes to the surface, there are surgeons who kind of specialize in that area, and they can kind of take it out with the least amount of injury and risk. But at this point, like I said, it's not, neither of those are changing.
Just
Don't
better to
think.
leave it.
Yeah, I think we just best leave it alone, and then just do another follow up in 6 months maybe, and then
Okay.
we'll see how things look and
Okay.
kind of monitor it very closely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And my okay, I wasn't really happy.
So tomorrow I am having my EEG study. I had a whole left-sided nerve conduction study. I've seen a rheumatologist, which he did diagnose me with fibromyalgia. I've changed my whole diet to gluten-free, which has actually seemed to help a lot. I was having these really weird tremors, and when I talked to the doctors, they didn't know what they were. So another reason why I'm having the EEG study, because they were thinking that they were maybe breakthrough seizures, which would be odd because that means that I am having these breakthrough seizures all day, every day. So I changed my diet to gluten-free because I was reading somewhere that patients with fibromyalgia, they were changed their diets to gluten-free, and that really helped with the fibromyalgia. So I thought, well, why not change my diet and let's just see if that helps. Well, what do you know, those tremors stopped as soon as I changed my diet to gluten-free. So I do have them a little bit once in a while, but not as bad as I was having them. I was literally having them all day, every day. And I noticed that I was having them more with some of the foods that I was eating that had any type of white flour. So I am now fully gluten-free. I actually feel a lot better, and I am not having those tremors like I was. So that was very interesting. I'm still just going through a mess with doctors. I'm not, I'm getting a lot of, every time I go to a doctor, everything is always, I don't know, which is very frustrating because I think that instead of giving a patient an I don't know answer, I think it should be more of like, let's do some different blood testing panels, or maybe let's refer you to a more specialized doctor, because some of these symptoms I am having, I'm breaking out in this rash on my face, and I have this lump that keeps appearing on my leg with this huge bruise, and it's happening once a month. There's just something going on in my body that is just really bizarre, and I'm not getting help from these people. And I woke up with this weird bruise on my finger, and I'm waking up with bruises all over my legs, and it's just really bizarre. So I don't know, there's some weird condition. I don't know. I would know if I ran into things for these bruises to just form. Now I am on a blood thinner, but I would, if I were to run into something and I had bruises, you would know that. You would be like, oh, I ran into something and that bruise were to form. But to wake up one day and you have bruises on your body, or I have this pain, this lump that keeps forming on my right calf, and it starts off with this excruciating pain, and within a couple days this lump forms with a huge bruise, and then I get this rash all over my face, and then after a few days it goes away, and this happens once a month. It's really bizarre. I went to the emergency room because I thought it was a blood clot. They did an ultrasound and there was nothing there. Just bizarre stuff, and it's not like I'm a hypochondriac, because these are visible things that are happening, and this all started after I started having my seizures and these lesions were found. So I don't know, I'm lost. When I went to my rheumatologist, I asked him about it, and he said, well, did you ask your doctor about it? And I was like, well, aren't you a doctor? I thought maybe this was some type of rheumatological thing. That's why I'm showing you and asking you about it. So tomorrow I'm having my EEG, and the worst facility I have ever dealt with in my life. And it's taken me a month to schedule this appointment. This place is just purely incompetent. I was supposed to get an email on where to go, the directions, when to check in, what I'm supposed to do. Called these people today. The lady couldn't give me any information. She said she was going to call me. Still haven't received a phone call, no email. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go, what I'm supposed to do. So I guess I'm just going to show up, and if I get turned away, I am going to get extremely pissed off. This is like the stuff I've been dealing with for the last 3 months. Like, I don't know what the hell is going on. Like, is it just me, or does anybody else deal with this stuff? Like, I don't get it. Like, I have been dealing with the most incompetent people since the beginning of this. Like, I've had heart issues like a few years ago, and the people that I dealt with were amazing. But as soon as like this whole brain shit started, I have dealt with the most incompetent people I have ever dealt with in my life. Like, I have worked in the medical field for 20 years, and I have never dealt with people so just like, oh my God. I don't know what the heck is going on. Like, has anybody else dealt with people that are just so like, can't get their shit together, don't return phone calls? Like, I just don't understand what the hell is going on. Every answer is an I don't know. People don't return phone calls. I am just getting to the point where I am beyond frustrated. It's like, I don't know what to do anymore. Should I just give up and just say, screw my health? Do I get second, third, fourth, fifth opinions? Like, I don't actually even know if I can even get that far because of insurance. I don't know what to do anymore. I am just beyond frustrated. Can't get people to call me back. Can't get a damn email. The chick said she was going to send me an email 3 weeks ago. Called her. Didn't return my phone call. Called her again. Didn't get my email. Asked her to repeat the email. She had the email correct. Like, I don't understand what is going on. Is it just me? Like, you people have never met me before. I am so nice on the phone. I'm not mean to these people. I don't understand what, like, is it just me that these people are doing? I don't understand. I'm just getting, like, beyond frustrated. I can't get answers. I can't get help. Like, I don't get it anymore. I don't know what to do anymore. I just want to give up so bad. It's been 2 months and I am still in the same shithole that I have been in and waiting. I've been just waiting and waiting and waiting, and I just, like, I have not gotten anywhere. The only answer that I have gotten is your lesions haven't grown. That's as far as I've gotten. This is crap. This is like the worst patient care I have ever received in my life. This is like so incompetent and just, this is unbelievable. I'm at a loss for words. I have so many friends that work in the medical field. I have a really good friend who's a nurse, and she worked so hard to get to where she's at, and she doesn't, I mean, she's done because of how bad the medical field is. That's really sad. And you know, it's just so unfair. And I'm going to give the worst review when I go to my EEG tomorrow. I am going to talk to the manager and I'm going to tell them, and she probably won't even care. And you know what? I can guarantee that she will stick up for this chick before she will stick up for the patient, because that's how it is. And they always say, when I worked in the medical field, it was always, oh, the patient is always right. The patient this, the patient that. Well, that's not how it is anymore. I can guarantee when I go and I speak to the manager tomorrow and I tell her what happened, she will 100% stick up for this employee before she would ever stick up for me. Guarantee 100%. It's just so wrong. Doctors don't care, patients don't care, or employees don't care. It's just a paycheck, right? As long as they're getting paid. as long as the doctors are getting paid. They don't care about patients. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Like, I honestly don't know what to do. And my daughter, she is going to contact Chasing the Cure because she can't take it anymore. She can't stand watching me be so stressed out, crying all the time, because I go to the bathroom and cry, and she knows what I'm going in there to do. She knows I'm at home all day crying. She knows what's going on. She's not stupid. She's contacting Chasing the Cure because she is over it. She can't take it anymore. Because she's like, sorry, that was Alexa. She can't take it anymore. And she's like, that's probably the only thing that you're going to get an answer from. And it's probably honestly the truth. Do I just let myself die? Is that my only option? I mean, I don't know. You know, I have a daughter to take care of. Her father passed away, and I have to be here for her. I have to mentally be here for her. And, you know, I have good days and I have bad days. I have really bad days. This weekend was a really, really bad weekend for me. Today was an okay day, a little bit better of a day for me. And I don't want to have bad days anymore. It's really sad. You know, how did my life get to this? I was working full time. I had my own place. You know, and here I am living in a house that I don't want to be in. Lost my job. You know, it's like, how did my life get to this? How did I get so sick? I don't understand. I just want to be better again. That's all I want. And when I tell doctors that, I just want to be better. I want to get help. That's all I want. And they don't strive to help you and want to do that. And that's what I don't understand. Don't you want to... Isn't that what you went to medical school for, to help people? So why aren't you helping people? You're just after the paycheck. You're not there to help people. You just want the money. So you can get your fancy Tesla, your fancy Starbucks drinks every day, your fancy trips, your fancy house on the beach in Malibu, your fancy trips to Bora Bora. That's all you want. You're not there to help people. That's all it's become. That's pathetic. That's sad. But anyways, I'm getting my EEG tomorrow. If this stupid chick will ever email me, and if I show up tomorrow and things are wrong because of her incompetence, oh my God, I'm gonna raise hell, and I'm gonna be so pissed because I'm in Orange County and this is in Long Beach, and this is gonna be $100 Uber ride for me. I am gonna be so mad. Oh my God, am I gonna be pissed because of this stupid chick. I mean, this is like a month of her stupidity. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. But as of right now, I have no answers because every answer I get is I don't know. I don't know from every doctor. That's just, it blows my mind. You're a doctor, and all you can ever tell me is, I don't know. You went to school for how many years to tell a patient, I don't know? That's just amazing to me. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's great. So, we'll see. I'm going to be looking great tomorrow. Looking pretty, and I'm going to freak out my Uber driver because I'm going to have, it's a 24-hour at-home EEG study, and so they're gonna spruce me up at the facility. I come home with the monitor and everything, and they set up the monitor, so the video monitor is gonna be here at home, and then I bring it back the next day. So this is gonna be interesting. So I'll show you what it looks like when I have it all set up. If it all works out, if someone's ignorance doesn't destroy my study. So we'll see what happens. Have a good day.